Winter is often highlighted by holiday decorations and snowy conditions, but we rarely think about fire hazards. So I sat down with a firefighter from Marquette Fire Department to get more details on how to stay safe while staying warm. I talked with Kevin Serkowski, a firefighter paramedic with the Marquette Fire Department, to ask what type of fire hazards should people be concerned about this time of year.
There's a lot of different types of things that can be dangerous around, especially the holiday season. People are, a lot of times using stuff like candles, space heaters, fireplaces, even just electrical lights, for decorations with the tree and indoor, outdoor. And a lot of those things could have the potential for causing a fire. Making sure that people use them safely and, are well educated. That's kind of our main goal, at least here within the Marquette City Fire Department and also other fire departments in the county.
I also wanted to know, what can people do to reduce risks of fire?
Well, I guess starting off with holiday decorations, since Christmas is coming up, making sure that, you're not overloading electrical outlets, making sure we're being safe, and whether we're using, something indoor and outdoor, making sure we're just properly using how they're supposed to. If we're using stuff such as candles, make sure that they're at least 1 foot away from anything that might potentially catch on fire. Or if it's just really anything that we're using that could potentially have any type of source of heat, such as a fireplace or anything, making sure that we get those cleaned out and sweeped out and stuff. When it comes to space heaters, making sure that those are at least 3 feet away from anything that could potentially catch on fire. And also, too, a big thing is a furnace. Just making sure that all that stuff is, like the vents for the furnace are cleaned out with carbon monoxide, and making sure that, people have a well idea of where that is prior to the big snowfall and it getting covered up.
I asked Kevin to explain the biggest safety concern for outside the home this time of year.
There is a lot of roads in just at least the city and Marquette County that are slicker than others, whether it's hills or whether it's just sharp turns. So definitely making sure that we're, driving cautiously and, at reduced speeds if necessary, especially on those icy conditions. Sometimes the snowfall is actually a little less slick than when there's no snow on the road. So keep in mind, even if there's no snow, there might be some black ice or solid ice that we just might not necessarily see.
Finally, I asked Kevin, how can we learn more about fire prevention?
Wherever you might live in your county, and actually reach out to your fire department. They could have information for you, but also a great one to check is actually the National Fire Protection Association, the NFPA. A lot of times they have, whether it's any type of holiday season or just fire-related questions, they typically have information out for the general public to be able to review.
With ABC 10 CW5 News, I'm Tony Drew.